Hello, I am Victor Paredes and I want to show you the new option to create a new style from the selected shape properties. But before doing that, I want to show you very quickly how styles work and why they can be very useful. Okay, so I have these three circles. These are normal shapes, and you can see if I select one of the shapes with the select shape tool, you can see the properties of this shape here. So you can say the shape name is S1, that is the automatic name that the software gives to the shape. And it has a gray fill color, black stroke color, a line width of 9 pixels, and some other properties, okay? Now, what I can do now is to first, I want to delete all the styles here already created. The software comes with several styles already created. You can use them. They are usually like brushes with the special settings to simulate different natural media. Okay, but we are not going to use those for this example. So I'm going to go here to the top right corner of the style window. Just in case you don't see this option here, you need to turn on the advanced mode here. So in this case, this is off, so I don't see this. And when I turn it on, I see this advanced mode. So here I'm going to click on delete unused. So that will remove every style that is not being used in this file. That means for this file, it means there will be no styles at all. Okay. This is not necessary, it's just to keep things a bit cleaner, okay? So I'm going to create a new style now, okay? So I will leave the default name is style 1. You can see now the title here says style, so that means I have this new style selected here, okay? And I can change the properties of the style. So let's say the fill color of this style is going to be something like this. The stroke color of this style is going to be something similar but darker. Let's say that. Maybe the line width for this style is going to be way thicker. Let's say something close to 20. And I also going to apply a brush to this style. So sorry, I can just click here on the no brush square and I'm going to select one brush. I can add some properties here for this brush, okay? So now basically I have this style is going to apply the fill color, the stroke color, and the brush. All right. So once I'm done with this, I can go here and select none. So now there is no style selected here. And now I can select one of the shapes. I'm going to select this shape. And you can see now the software is again showing me the properties of this particular shape I have selected. But here in this section, you can see I have a style 1 and a style 2. I'm going to apply style 1. I open this and I have my new style I created. It's called also style 1. So I will click here and now you can see this circle has that style applied. Okay, so it is ignoring its original colors, its original thickness and its original lack of brush, and it's applying all those from the style. So I can do the same with the other shape. I will just select this one, select the style here, and now it's applying the same, and the same for this one. Okay, now the nice part about this is that let's say I want to change the color of these circles all at the same time. Now they are grouped in the same style. So what I can do is I can simply select the style here again, and I can go to the fill color and change the fill. So maybe I want something like that, and I can change the stroke color. Maybe I want this, and maybe I don't want them to be so thick, so I want this. All right, and maybe I want a different brush. I'm going to select a different brush with different properties. Let's say, okay, something like that. And maybe I want to add some line boil too, so I'm going to add some line boil here, and now I hit play and I change all the three circles and I added some line boil all at the same time. Okay, in this example we are working with one single layer, but the style can be applied to all the layers in your document. So you can have hundreds of layers with shapes with that style applied, and they all going to change at the same time. Okay, this is the basics of how styles work. Okay, what is new now, and I want to show you this file here. We have this character. This character was created by Oscar Chavez, and if you see here all the lines of these characters are black, of this character are black, okay? Let's say I want to change the color of these lines, all right? If I open this character here, you can see it has several layers, and I can even open them and have more and more groups with different layers visible here, okay? So creating a style and applying the same style to all these layers, to all these shapes into all these layers, it can take a lot of time and it's not fun to do, okay? So we have a new option to avoid that. And this new option just requires you to select one shape. So let's say I'm going to select the hair shape here. So I can hold Alt and right click here to select this layer. You see I selected the hair layer here. If you are on a Mac, is Option and right click. Okay, and now with the select shape tool, I can select one of the shapes. Okay, you can see I'm seeing the properties of this shape now. It has brown fill color, black stroke color, and the line with these 2 pixels. Okay, now based on this shape, I'm going to go to the styles here. Actually, this file also contains all the default styles, so I'm going to delete them first, just for making things more clear for this tutorial. So I don't want to have like a full list of styles here. I'm going to style here, and I will select this new option, new from shape. So I'm going to create a new style based on the properties of the selected shape. So the software offers me which properties you want to use for this. If I leave fill color on, it's going to look for all the shapes that share the same color, and it's going to group them together. But in this case, I don't want to use the fill color. I only want to use the line color. So I'm going to turn off fill color. I will leave line color on because I want to select everything that has a black stroke. And then I will leave line width off because I don't know, I'm not sure if all the shapes of the entire document are using exactly the same line width. So since I want to create a style for all the lines, I will just leave this off, okay? So the software is only going to look for every single shape that has a black stroke, and it's going to group all those shapes together. And I'm going to call this style line 1, okay? So I press OK. And now you can see I have line 1, the style line 1 created, and I have only this checkbox for the line color, okay? So this checkbox means this style is only going to modify the line color. So I can come here and I can modify the color, and you can see how all the lines that were black, now they become red or become any other color I pick here. Okay, so let's say I want something more blue, like that. Okay, so now they are all grouped. So what this new option did is that it created a style following those properties, and then it applied that style to every single shape that had those exact same properties. Okay, and the properties were very simple. It's black color lines. That's it. Okay, now I show you this checkbox here. In this case, the style is only modifying the stroke color. But if I turn on this checkbox here, I can also modify the fill color. So now you can see every single shape that the style grouped, now it's also using the fill color. So I can modify the fill of the entire character. Now, I don't want this to happen, okay? So I'm going to just turn off this checkbox because I don't want this style to modify the color. We are going to modify the color later, okay? With a different style. And the same here for the thickness. In this case, the style is not modifying any thickness, but if I click here, now I can modify all the lines thickness together. All right, so I'm going to leave this on because I want the lines to be a bit thicker. And now finally, you can see this style is not using a brush. If I apply a brush to the style, now that brush is going to apply into the entire character. So I just click here in the no brush square and I can select a brush. I'm going to select this one again and I will give it some different properties here. Okay, maybe more separation. Okay, let's say this is what I want with the brush. I press OK And now I can play my animation and you can see how I still have the animation, but now the line is blue, not black. It's thicker and it's using a brush. Okay. Now, if I select another shape, let's say I want to change the color of the costume. Okay. It's red now, but I want to change that color. If I select another shape, I'm going to Alt and right click on the leg here. See, I have the leg selected and I'm going to select this shape. You can see here, I'm seeing the properties of this leg. The fill color is red. The stroke is black, but since it has the style applied, it doesn't show that black, it shows the blue I selected. And if you look at this section, you can see that this shape has the line 1 style applied here. Okay, if I set none here, now that shape is not going to be using that style, but I want it to be using it, so I can just select it back here. But what is interesting here is that you can apply 2 different styles into the same shape. Okay, and this is very useful because you can create 2 different styles. You can create one style to control the line, so you can control the color of the line, the thickness, and the brushes, but you can create a second style just to control the fill color, for instance. And this is what we are going to do. So I have this shape selected with the select shape tool, and I'm going to styles here again, and I'm going to select new from shape. So again, the software is going to ask me, what do you want to match here for the style? Do you want the fill color? Yes, I want the fill color. Do you want to match the line color? No, actually, I don't want the line color because I already applied a style to the line color. And the same for the line width. I don't want the line width. Okay, and I'm going to call this style costume. Okay, because I want to modify all the shapes that share that same red color. So I press OK. Now you can see I have my style here. The name is costume, and it's applying the red color for the fill, and it's not applying anything else. It's not applying the stroke color, it's not applying the line width, it's not applying the brush, only the fill color. So I can modify that now. So I can click here and I can change the color of only the costume of my character. So let's say I want this one. So I press OK, and now the shape of the leg, you can see it has the line 1 style applied that is modifying its strokes, and it has the costume applied a second style that is modifying only the color of the fill. Okay, so this allows me also, let's say I want to change the color of the hair, I can just select the shape of the hair, create a new style from it. I'm going to call this new style hair, and I only want to modify the fill color. Okay, so I press OK, and now I can modify all the hair layers and modify the fill color. Maybe I want this. You see? So now I have this. Okay, so it's very quick, it's very easy to modify this across many layers. Okay, now I want to show you another example. In this case, this character, this is an illustration made by Hey, it's Jackie. You can find her on Instagram. But this illustration is all done with vectors, all in the same layer. You see? So let's say I want to change the color of the green lines. Okay. So I could use the select shape tool, and I can start selecting shapes here. So maybe if I hold shift, I can start selecting all these lines, but it will become very hard to select only the green lines, right? Because all the black and the green lines are together, and I don't know how to do that manually. It will be very annoying to do manually. So instead of that, I'm going to just select one of the shapes with the select shape tool. I select one of the green shapes. I'm going to delete the unused styles again because I don't want to use them. So I have this shape selected, create a new style from shape, and I want to take the line color, and in this case, since this shape already has a brush, it also offers me to use the brush. So I'm going to use that, the line color and the brush, and I'm going to call this green line. Okay, It's the name of the style. Okay, so now I have the style, and you can see it's painting the lines, and it's also applying a different, it's applying a brush. But I can change the color of the line now. So maybe again I want it more blue, maybe with more transparency. I press OK. Maybe I want the thickness to change. So I can make this thinner or thicker. So let's say that. And maybe I want to change the brush's properties too. So I'm going to keep this brush, but I'm going to add some size variation amplitude. Something like that. And I'm going to add some line boil too. I'm going to make this boil every 3 frames. Okay, and maybe more spacing there. Okay, let's say something like that. I don't know how well this is going to work, but anyway, I will keep it like that. So I press OK. And now I can select one of the black lines. I'm going to select this black line here and create a new style from shape. And I only want to use the line color and the brush. Okay, so I want the software to look for all the black lines that are using the same brush. So I'm going to call this black line. Press OK. And now again, I am modifying the color, so I can change that. Let's say I want something darker blue here too. And maybe I want to change the line width, so I'm going to activate this checkbox. So now you can see I have a thicker lines here. I don't think this looks better than the original, but it's just to show you the idea. And now I'm going to modify the brush. Maybe I could pick a different brush, or I can simply modify the properties of this one. So I want to apply a line boil also to this brush. So it's going to boil every 3 frames too. So now I press OK. So now I modify all the lines of my character, and I also have the line boil running here. Okay. Again, it was only one layer, but it was one layer with so many shapes that changing them one by one will be very tedious and very boring. But just doing it with this tool is easy and even fun to modify. It makes fun to modify things. Okay. So I hope this is clear, and I hope you enjoy this new feature. Thank you for watching.